Speed Ink video and another Virtual Boy review. Today we're going to review Hyper Fighting for the Virtual Boy. Now we'll get one thing out of the way here. This game wasn't officially released or really released at all, even to the extent of Bound High or the other ones that were available on Uncle Tusk's website. This was basically just like a test run almost kind of thing. Basically they had to make a custom card and everything for this game to actually fit on it. Because of that and because of what it is and what it kind of is a copy of, it never was released to the public at all. So this was just kind of a proof of concept that this could be done. Don't ask me where to get it because you can't get it, so don't even bother. With that said, let's get into this. So here we have the box for the elusive Hyper Fighting. I'll go a little bit more in depth with this video because this wasn't really released and you probably won't ever see this in person, so I'm going to go a little bit more in depth here. So there's the front, you can see that, top, side, bottom, and the back. Let's see what they have to say here. Feel the need for speed. They're back and they're better than ever, faster, stronger, and with all new moves. 12 of the greatest fighters from across the globe are ready for battle. Choose your champion and get ready for a big brawl as you try and earn the right to battle M. Bison for the title. And just when you think you've mastered it all, crank it up a notch to turbo! Cover your head as Blanca dives at you from above and you hear your neck crack as Zangief. Oh man, I'm butchering these names, I know. Zangief hits you with the turbo spinning clothesline. Stare in disbelief as Dalzim disappears before your eyes, and Chun-Li unleashes her blazing fireball. Watch in Oz, Sagat. Oh man, this is horrible. Watch in Oz, Sagat fights Sagat, and Ryu does his hurricane kick in midair. Survive all this, and you may live long enough to become the greatest Street Fighter ever. Features 12 characters, adjustable speed, survival mode, link cable support for 2-player mode. Yes, you can play 2-player. You need 2 cartridges, 2 Virtual Boys, and the special link cable, which I don't think the people that are making the reproduction are finished yet, so technically that can't happen yet. 32 megs of martial arts action. Again, that's bigger than the Flash Boy, and the biggest cart they've actually released ever for the Virtual Boy. The maximum before was 16 megabits, so this is quite a feat, and again, why this kind of didn't really get released, because it wasn't cost effective. The largest Virtual Boy campaign, and some pictures. So let's go ahead and open up and look at what we get here. So first off is the actual card itself. Again, this is a special custom made 32 megabit cart, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that's about it. And you also get this awesome instruction manual. So, you know, standard stuff. Oh, that's kind of interesting. You can plug in a Super Nintendo controller. This game will accept it. It says a passive adapter is required to connect a SNES controller. I don't have that, so I haven't tried it out. Don't know how it works, but I'm assuming it works just fine. The Virtual Boy controls are not bad itself. It just kind of, they map the second D-pad to the same as the face buttons on the SNES, so it works. It's definitely playable. Game screen. I'm not going to read all this. You can pause it if you're interested. And I've always liked this about the fighting game booklets is you can get all the move lists from here, so I usually just set this instruction booklet beside my Virtual Boy so I can get a reference. And that's that. So there you have it. That's the Hyper Fighting instruction booklet, box, and game. So let's go ahead and pop this in the console and see what it's like. Alright, so here you see me fiddling with the camera and the title screen. So I guess I'm going to try and keep this somewhat short because this flicker annoys the shit out of me probably just as much as it annoys you. I'm going to have to find a different way to record Virtual Boy stuff. I mean, even if I have to get some modded Virtual Boy or something, because this is shit. But I'll at least show you all the differences between the demo version and this full version. So here's the main menu. Everything's pretty much self-explanatory here, but you haven't, of course, seen this because it's not in the demo, I don't think. Pretty sure it's not. So here's the options here. The most interesting one to note is game speed. So yeah, there's a turbo mode, and that's ridiculously fast if you really want. Or else there's like 5 other speeds to choose from, so you can just fine-tune it to whatever you like. Here's the player select screen. You can see all the characters you can choose from. There's that cool spinning globe on the right-hand side. That actually looks pretty damn awesome in 3D. It's actually kind of impressive. But yeah, so you can choose your character here. You can also unlock 4 boss characters if you complete the arcade mode on normal. So here's a game at normal speed. Yeah, plays just like Street Fighter. Basically, I think it's a port of the Genesis version, I seem to want to think. The controls on the Virtual Boy really aren't that bad, having like using the second D-pad as your action buttons. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's really not that bad at all. Like I showed you in the instruction booklet, you can plug in a Super Nintendo controller, which probably would be the ideal situation, but I don't have one of those, so I can't tell you how well it works. Should be fine, I don't see why not. So as you can tell, the character voices are really clear and actually quite impressive. I don't think I've heard voice quite this clear on the Virtual Boy before, so it is capable of doing it, I guess. The music itself isn't anything special. It's pretty basic, but I can't really knock the guy too hard because everything else is just amazing in this game. So yeah, whatever. I can deal with the simplistic music. The sound effects are just fine, and they actually sound really good. So yeah, that's a positive. As you can tell, the graphics are really good. They pretty much on par with the Genesis and Super Nintendo versions. Really smooth, no slowdown whatsoever, and some of the stages I'll show you at some point here. Some of the stages have really cool effects in them. The backgrounds are nicely animated, as you can see, and it's, yeah, as close to the original as you can get as far as graphics go. So here's a stage where I really like the background effect. As you can see on the pool there in the background, as you walk back and forth, it really does have a cool 3D look to it. And of course, this looks even cooler on the Virtual Boy, being actually 3D. So yeah, this guy did an amazing job on the graphics on this game. So now I'll show you the complete insanity that is turbo mode. This is the mode you want to use when you want to kick someone's ass in less than 5 seconds.
You win!
So there you have it. I don't like really giving numbers. I mean, I'd 9 out of 10 or whatever, but you know, fuck, that doesn't mean anything. But what I have to say is this is a great game. The demo is available on Planet Virtual Boy. By all means, download it and put it on your Flash Boy because it will fit on there. Because the demo is only 16 megabits. Because this game is definitely worth a play. These people did an amazing job, and you know, despite a couple things, like the main thing is the music, I guess. That's the only real complaint I would have. But graphics, amazing. Sound effects and voice, amazing. Controls are tight and responsive. It's just a really well-made game. It's a shame that it didn't actually get released due to complications, but here's a video of it anyway, so you can see what could have been, and yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.